We're in Luxor today and we came to see Karnak Temple, which is, I can't even explain what this temple is, but it's a temple for a lot of things. How would you describe Karnak Temple?
Ancient.
No, like what is it a temple for? Like who exactly is it for?
Didn't you read that stuff?
I did, but I didn't really take in the information.
It's like where a lot of the priests come to, revere their gods. I think the god Amun.
Because it's not a temple for any god. Is it
it's where they it's like where they worship and revere and carry out stuff for their gods.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
So every king that comes adds his own thing. Adds his own thing.
Right. Okay.
So you can see small. Right?
Okay, let's go and read about the temple because I haven't been paying attention. The Karnak Temple complex includes a number of temples, chapels, and other buildings.
Dedicated to
the temples of Karnak is dedicated to the worship of the divine triad,
his wife and his son,
Amun-Ra, his wife Mut, and his son Khonsu. Each of them have a temple on their own within the Karnak complex. Its construction was begun under the rule of King Intef II of the 11th dynasty. Various Egyptian dynasties undertook architectural expansions from King Senusret I, who ruled from 1971 to 1926 BCE, to Ptolemy is that the 8th? I think. The temple is uniquely aligned with the winter solstice sunrise. Its enclosure is located at the only place where the solstitial line is perpendicular to the course of the Nile. Okay, so it's a temple of essentially dedicated to worship of a god, the triad Amun-Ra, his wife, and their son Khonsu. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's go. The buildings are really tall so far. Like, one thing actually I should say, myself was just saying that Luxor is allegedly the largest open museum. It's really big. I think it's quite interesting to see like the history of Egypt, like coming from Cairo where I saw the churches and we talked about Apostle Mark. I didn't get to go into the mosque, like the oldest mosque in Cairo, but they have a lot of history to do with that as well, like Islam. And then coming here to see all of these very strange creatures and the kind of gods that they used to worship back in the day, it's actually really interesting. The history is very varied. Obviously, like all of this history spans across thousands of years, but you can see how the ideology of like religion and faith has sort of changed through time, from worshipping obviously gods like Ram, and now predominantly you just have I think in Egypt like three major faiths, which they're kind of they're the Abrahamic faith, and they all sort of like believe in the one God. And it's just very interesting, think of another 1,000, 2,000 years, what would faith look like and how would people look back on this time. It's very interesting. The place is massive. We're only just literally at the beginning, so there's a long way to go, but I'm gonna try and not overwhelm you and just show like interesting things of that we see. But yeah, there's a lot here, and we want to do this in like an hour or so. I feel like we might do it in 2. They have a night show actually, which apparently is here. I thought that show was at the Valley of the King, so I was like, oh, we'll go here first, but actually the show is here. And the show looks really nice, so I don't know if we're gonna come, but we shall see. But it's really something. I've seen a lot of not temples, like we went to, what's that place in there's nothing there. I went to somewhere in Greece and I don't think that even stands or compares. Look how stunning this is. They used to have colors back in the day, and in some of them if you really look, but imagine with the colors here, it must have been so exciting. Wow. There's literally like rows and rows. Like it's non-stop, and I don't even know what to film, to be honest, because where do you start? Like there's so much. honestly. It's a bit overwhelming. There's so much. Oh, look at this way. Love. Wow. This is amazing. You can still see like a little bit of the color left in them. Not much, but a little bit. Good luck. I'm not taking no. Me, I don't know his name.
In my hand. In my hand and way back.
Make you no go touch the one now, make you go touch.
I don't see this thing for what this movie is. I don't watch a lot of videos.
This is huh? This is a good luck charm, but you know, Jesus power. Pass.
Second keys or second door.
Ah.
See that symbol.
Which one?
You see the symbol cover that bean.
Oh yes, yeah.
The symbol, then come hold them over to cover the bean.
It's actually mad though. This place is so big. Do you know what the size is? Did they say? But this place is big. I think this is the biggest. They said yeah, it's the largest temple. There's one in Malaysia that's bigger than this. But other than this, I think this is the second largest temple in the world. Something like that. Don't quote me on this. But it's really massive. Almost. It's long. The colors are here on this one. You can still see the colors. So someone is taking us to a room which we're still on the site, and we've been walking for like 3 minutes and everything is supposed to be in the same place, so it's a bit scary because now we've entered into the part where there's just bushes. But oh right,
Osiris Temple.
oh
1 minute, chef. 1 minute.
okay. Ah, 7 doors.
Yes, second door.
Ah,
Look here, the 3.
to pray. I see.
1, 2,
7 doors, right. Oh, okay. Right. And there's nothing behind it. There's some drawings on the wall as usual, but the door doesn't lead anywhere. No, nothing. You can also see the colors here. It would have been so nice. How nice is this? It's so big and you can get lost like 1,000 times over. It's so big. So big. We're taking a horse ride back into the city. Well, we're still in the city, but from the temple. The horse is actually quite cute.
You happy to want to hospital? Then put chance then round about things. Yeah, that's me. Very exhausted.
This is actually massive. We get this buggy to go in. No, okay, no. Ooh, okay, I see at the back. Huh? So this is the area.
Finito.
Do we need to take one? We're taking a picture of that. Of which thing? Wow, so they dug this entire place into the ground because this is a burial ground. It's a burial ground, right? Pretty much for kings.
Okay.
Wow. Please, we're going in the front. Okay, we do.
Yeah.
This is the tomb. Some bits are missing, obviously. Ah, yes.
Ze heeft dus aan deze pols.
Yes.
Die dan hoofdstans.
Wow.
Kanaal.
Okay. Yes. The tomb is incredibly, wow, it's incredibly deep. And it feels very weird because this is the burial ground of somebody. But it is alright. Pharaoh lets my people go. The overlord is calling them. Wow. Pharaoh lets my people go. Wow, my iPhone camera is what I'm using because I don't think we're allowed to use my normal camera, which the quality is even better. But this is the man we came to see. Hello, mister. You're right, babes. It's not very interesting, and I can see why they've said that this is not the most that is really scary, I'm just gonna say. And it looks like something will jump out of there. I don't know, but I'm scared, is all I'm saying.
Tap into Chichi. Chichi, do you feel it?
Hey God, Obara Jesus. But I'm actually quite interested in how they actually knew that, like in present time, how did they realize that these things were buried here? Like, who made that discovery?
They keep digging.
No, but how did they know? Do you get?
Archaeologists and historians probably went back in history, read something, found out that here, you dig somebody mistakenly sees something on the floor, and then they know that there's a possibility that something is around that entire area. They put them in the floor and
Start digging. Because the entire city is dug off.
Another one, ancient writings. They say they did this.
Yes.
So those are said historians now. Will be the ones who have the data.
Wow. I'm sure this guy didn't want to be bothered when he was buried. Here we are.
We're so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Below.
You might tell Pharaoh.
Do you know, is the mummy inside?
So sorry to bury to God.
Hi. Here they catch me. I know fit.
So sorry.
Wow. I almost fell down there. This is quite steep. Wow, sorry.
I think that one had like the other one went on there.
Okay.
There's a difference somehow.
Oh, mother. Right. There's so many people here. You can't even see anything at all. It's quite pretty. But we wasted it's not
Actually, like that.
really. What do you like about it? It was bigger.
Exactly, it was bigger and it had more depth. Like
This one is
that there was more
much more
story to that
colorful.
one. This one is just more colorful. Yeah. So we're going to see.
Should we try and see Amen? Is it Amen-Hotep? This is the what is this thing again? Coffin? It's almost a coffin. No? Like you can only get 3 tickets for 240 Egyptian pounds. You can only enter 3 tombs for 340, which is a lot of money. Sorry, I have to say. But obviously it took a lot of work to excavate all of this, so I guess I can't judge. But this is an example of what you see before you go into each tomb. They explain this is the largest one actually we've seen. But it's nice. 18? Wow. Yeah, for the sons of Ramesses. Well, rest in peace. The second, yes. Well, there's so many Ramesses. This is the last one we're going into. The first one once went to, I didn't like it. But this is nicer, I think. You can see the hieroglyphics better. Yeah, you can. It's so clear. More. I hope these people never get angry at the people coming here. It's closed, unfortunately, so it is. It's closed. Yes, it is. It looks like literally like a whole like house complex inside. It's massive. It's literally massive.
Look inside that.
Okay. It's really stunning. Every single one is a walk and a half to get into.
You've seen 11, 16, and what's the normal will see
I
that?
don't care because I hated it. It's terrible. The man just maybe no get he did not get customers, so if they find person will quarantine soon. These are the issues. Of course. It's also nice to see. Apparently this glows in the dark, so we're going to try and see whether this is true.
Yes, I can see that it will be in that.
Can you see it?
This one. This one.
Oh, that is insane. Oh. If I can give you really quick short gist and advice is that never allow people not agree a price with you when they take you to anywhere in Luxor, because this man, after hassling us for so long, was like, oh, I'll take you around the entire place for just 50 Egyptian pounds. Ended up charging or taking about 700 Egyptian pounds from us. Shine your eye. That's all I can say. Shine it. And then in the end, this uncle, anyway, just shine your eyes, please, dears. A quick video. This is our resort that we're staying. It's the same one that we stayed in Cairo, but it's like a chain. It's called Steigenberger. The view is really nice. Honestly, today I can't be asked for any makeup on my face. I'm just so tired. I want to just sit, relax, sleep, do nothing. But the hotel is by the Nile, and you can see the Nile just here. Sorry, I'm sorting out my camera. Literally just right here. It's really cute. Let me show you properly. You got all the boats by the side. It's a bit of a cloudy day this morning, but we're going to have breakfast. My sister's in front texting her man. But yeah, it's been really nice. We're going to Aswan today. We're going to get the train. I'm really tired. I don't even know if I'm going to vlog anything Aswan. I have no intention of doing too much there. We've just been going from hotel. This is like my 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth hotel over the last week and a bit. So it's been a bit shouty, but it's the fun of traveling. What can you do? Just look how peaceful this looks. The Nile, this is the river Nile, and it looks endless. Just going on and on and on and on. It's so nice. I'm in love with this hotel. No, put your leg inside. My sister doesn't know how to swing. Then come out, in and out, in. Someone just had her childhood lesson. So we were having a very chilled morning, and we planned to take the train sort of like after we checked out from the hotel. Then come to find out that there are no more trains there are no trains actually between 10 and 7 p.m. When we checked the day before, there was lots of trains in the morning hours, so I thought, oh, an hour, there's one every hour, so even if worst case scenario, like second one is like in 2 hours, we could just chill and lounge and then go to Aswan, because we're planning to go to Aswan. But then for some reason between 10 and 7 p.m. there are no trains to Aswan from Luxor, which doesn't make sense. Maybe it was just that day, but make sure that you do everything that you want to do on the West Bank
on the same day.
Yeah, there's so much.
There's so much to see. It's so
Everywhere you turn, there's something.
Like 10 to 20 years, there's gonna be that place now. But it's not one. They
Yeah.
don't knock too much.
I feel like in 20 years, the things you see will be different than what we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't knock around. They knock around small.
This is the entrance of the temple. It looks very temple-ish. I actually really like this thing I'm using to vlog. It makes life so much easier rather than having to hold the camera.
Okay. Hi.
I can't.
Harry. We saw Prince Harry. He was in the train.
Taf taf.
Tuk-tuk?
Taf taf. It's called taf taf. The small thing that you can use
Yeah.
to carry yourself if you're lazy. Taf taf, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were using the hotel from Paratel, from Sham. Yeah? That's the same thing we used in Paratel, no?
No, that's a golf cart.
That was a golf cart. What's the
Yeah.
difference between that and this one? It's
Don't
pretty much
know.
the same.
My camera is not really capturing it properly, but it's actually really nice. The entire area with the temples in the middle, inside the middle of a rock, or like a mountain or a hill. It's cute. Had color, like the cheeks over on that one is
Now, the
colorful.
woman.
Yeah,
Yeah, with the goatee.
on each one.
Yeah, today she can't put that lion head, that lion body for her. This thing.
Wow.
She be to show she did powerful. And
Wow.
well, wielded a lot of power. So she not send anybody.
Hatshepsut. Wow, love it. A bad bee. It's a little bit more organized than the one we saw yesterday, but it's literally like a room in the one we saw yesterday. I think this might look a bit boring, but every time I remind myself that it's 4,000 years. How many years now?
3,000 before Christ.
2,000? Something like that. Which is a long time ago. And to think that people had all of this architecture, invention, creativity, wealth, etc., etc. a long time ago is really impressive. But as a modern day temple, obviously it's like, oh, what is this? But when you think of how long ago this was, it just, yeah, it's quite impressive. And obviously what we're seeing now is mainly ruins. Look at the depth of that wall. It's like all the way to the sky, right? So it's like just ruins. But yeah, you can imagine this place with all the colors and the columns and everything. It's really nice actually. They clearly knew what they were doing.
Does your camera capture like
The whole thing at once.
like my
The depth.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just tries to shrink all of it.
Shrink
into a photo,
it,
then,
yeah.
Sorts of.
It's very high up. Like I don't know how deep this is in meters wide, but it's very far away.
A skyscraper.
Yeah, it feels like, yeah, a good few
Like a 60-floor
skyscraper. So that they had to dig through all of this junk to get through this tomb in here. It's kind of crazy. Not tomb. What is this? Burial, temple, cult, shrine, place. Some people are praying. Don't know. We're going to pretend we can't hear that. Yeah, very impressive. Both the stuff that was built 4,000 years ago and the people who dug it to find out 4,000 years later. Amazing. Yeah. I don't know. Eh? To tell you. Ah, that's her inside. You can see. Can you see it? Wow. It's humbling. Amun-Ra.
Hatshepsut drink milk.
Ah.
Milk. Hatshepsut.
Mm.
And then all the house, down house, tombs.
Wow.
People very rich.
Wow.
From here.
Yeah.
No.
So Valley of Nobles, Valley of Kings, Valley of Queens.
Yes.
Wow. So many.
Where's the Valley of Queen?
And Valley of the Queens.
In front. Okay.
No, after.
Okay.
This is how to do that move, You understand? This
Yes.
one is distance.
Yes.
But which one are free? I don't
Get anywhere here will be free.
Temple of Ramesses.
Ramesses.
Yeah,
Ramesses 3. Okay. Wow. No wonder they call this entire city a museum. Many tombs. Wow. God, yes. Wow.
I would have liked to know like
This, look, over there, this for work people.
for what?
Yeah, the work
Work,
people,
okay,
for
artisan,
artists.
yeah. That is yes, I remember I read about it.
Unfortunately, the time has come for us to go home. I was actually quite sad to be leaving Luxor. Like, I wanted to just stay here and stay in the hotel and just swing and eat breakfast. And the people in the hotel were so nice. Everything about the hotel was so nice. I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to go. Anyway, but I have to go because obviously we're going to Aswan. Everything's kind of already planned, so we're just like, we might as well just do it. But yeah, we barely scratched the surface in Luxor. Honestly, there's so much to see. Like I said, the city is pretty much an open museum, and everywhere you turn there's something to do. There's so many temples and places that we didn't go or see in Luxor. I think maybe like a 4-day instead of 2-day trip would be better for Luxor, but might just be me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you somewhere in this space sometime soon. Bye.